Hey guys, Mr. Chuck here, and you are in for a treat because this is Samba 101. We're going to teach you how to play samba and have fun while we're doing it. And you'll have this video and you'll practice either at the library or at home because practice, practice, practice. That's how you get better. And then when we all come together to rehearse, everybody will know their parts, and we'll have a great band this year. All right, so you ready to get started? So we're gonna start off with Zulu first, and then we'll do Kasha, and then we'll go Agogo, and then we'll do Tambourine, and then we'll put it all together, everything together at the end. And so right now, this is gonna be for the Zulu players. So all you Zulu players, get ready. Here we go. Hey, we're back. Okay, now this is the video to teach you how to play surdo, how to play first surdo and second surdo, primera and segunda. Okay, and we're going to remember that we're going to start out with the 1 and the 3. That'll be for the first surdo, primero surdo, and we're going to play the second and the fourth beat for the second surdo, segundo surdo. Tudo bem? Okay, you ready to get started? Here we go. We're going to keep it nice and even, nice and steady. Dos, dos, tres, cuatro. Dos, tres, cuatro. Dos, tres, cuatro. Tres. 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 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy. And you want to play this for about 15 minutes every day or every time you get a chance when you review this video. And this way, by the time we get to the end of April for our performance, you'll know this part about like the back of your hand. Okay, now we're going to switch over to the 2 and 4. And so when we do the 2 and 4, remember, if you're playing on the 2 and 4 side, you're going to use this hand, and you're going to use your mallet. So this hand becomes the 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just the opposite of the 1 and 3. Tudo bem? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just nice and simple. Yeah, there we go. Good. That's it. Hopefully you're playing along with me as I play the surdo. You're practicing your other part. So while we're playing the 2 and the 4 here, you'd be playing the 1 and 3. And on the other side, when I'm playing the 1 and the 3, you're playing the 2 and the 4. To the bang? Yeah, that's it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, and stop. Hey, now there's a third surdo. There's a first surdo, primera, there's a second surdo, segunda, and there's a third surdo, tercera. And tercera plays a little bit of both. So he plays like all the beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he also adds something a little extra in his beat. And so we're going to play that for all of you surdo players who want to learn a little bit more about surdo playing. You're going to learn how to play the third part in the samba. Okay? And it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm doing is I'm playing boom boom ga, ba do 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 ga, ba boom boom ba, ba do 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 ba, ba boom boom ba, ba do 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 ba, ba boom boom ba, ba do 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 ba, ba boom boom ba, ba do 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 da, ba boom boom ba, ba do 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 da, da boom boom hand, and bang, and boom boom hand, and do 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 hand, and then ah. Nice and steady. All right, third surdo. All right, this is the kasha section for you guys who want to learn how to play kasha. Kasha is a rhythm instrument. In the United States, it's called a snare. The word kasha actually means box in Spanish and Portuguese, which when a lot of people used to want to play music together, they didn't have enough money or they didn't have one of these, a kasha, and so they would play on a box. And so this is just like playing on a box. And that's the analogy that they use in Latin countries. So this is called the kasha, and there are a simple pattern that we're going to play. It's called a press roll, and the press roll is you're going to use your smart hand. Now I write with this hand, so this is my smart hand. The other hand I don't write with. This is my stupid hand. Okay, so with your right hand, with the hand that you write with, that's your strongest hand. You're going to take your kasha and you're going to put it in front of you. You're going to play it like this. You can play this other hand, the stupid hand. You're going to use this grip right here, like this, in between these two fingers, right there. And it's going to go right in here, like that. Okay? And you will play here. So again, I'll show you that here, right here, like that. You put that right in there. Okay? Right? It's going to go right in there, like that. Here. And then this is in the fulcrum. Remember the fulcrum? Right? Remember that? Here, right? Here. And this comes right in here, like that, to here. Okay. So, we're going to play a press roll. Press roll is, you notice I'm making the stick bounce. Okay? And then this other one, this is just a space holder. Okay? Alright? So it goes like this. It's called a press roll because I'm pressing into the drum and I'm making the stick bounce. And the stick will only bounce if you use the fulcrum correctly. right? And so I let it bounce and drag, bounce and drag, bounce and drag, bounce and drag, bounce and drag. So after the drag, it's just one bounce, one hit here. Hit and drag, hit, drag, hit, drag, hit, drag, hit, drag, hit, drag, hit, okay? Kasha. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to play a surdo. I want you to go to the surdo track, and on the surdo track, I want you to practice your kasha. So. Practice. Kasha. All right, in this section, this is the tambourine section. This is where I teach you how to play tambourine. And so there's a lot of different patterns that you can play on the tambourine. And I personally like the tambourine because it talks. It has a conversation in the music. That means that they play different parts while the music is going on, while the 1 and 3 and the 2 and the 4 are all going on. The tambourine is playing parts, okay? So, but however, because you guys are new, I'm going to give you some very simple tambourine parts that you can play in time. And again, all of these parts are to play with the surdo section. So when you finish learning how to play your tambourine, I want you to go back to the surdo section and let the surdo play, and you play along with the surdo. To the bang? All right, so here we go. We're going to play. Here's your grip right here. I'm looking at my hand. That's the back of my hand, is the front of my hand. I am looking at my hand right here. Okay, all right? And so I grip my tambourine here, right? Here, like that, and hold it right in front of me here, okay? And so we're going to play this in the 1E and up, okay? So we're going to do and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 Now there's also a little tip that we like to do. It's called turn the tambourine while we play it. Okay, so not only are you having different conversations and you're moving from side to side, but you're actually flipping your tambourine as you're doing it. And the flip goes like this. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 flip and 2 flip and 3 flip and 4 flip. And 1 flip and 2 flip and 3 flip and 4 flip. And 1 flip and 2 flip and 3 flip and 4 flip. And 1 flip and 2 flip and 2 flip and 4 flip. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. boom, 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 tambourine. Now, pull up the solo section and play your tambourine part with the solo. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I go go. Hey, we're back. Okay, now I go go. This instrument right here, I go go. And I tried to show you in class how to play the agogo, how to hold the agogo. So this lesson will be like a review because you already know. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put the tambourine in my hand, in the big part of my hand right here. I'm putting this part here like that. I'm holding this like that, in that part of my hand right here. Now, I know some of you guys' hands are not that big, not as big as mine. So you can hold it back here a little bit. But you don't want to hold it right back here because as little people or people who don't have a whole lot of arm strength, eventually this will get a little tired. You'll get a little heavy. It'll get a little heavy for you and your arm will get tired. So you don't want to do that. So what you want to do is you want to put this in your hand here like this. Again, here. And you put your hand on the bottom part and then you put your thumb on the top part here, like that. See? So here, like that, like this, like that. And so you're going to play the top part. We're going to play the clave. Now you remember how the clave went, right? Okay? Pa 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 da pa 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 da pa. Okay? So we're going to play the clave on the agogo. This is the instrument that plays the clave. And so we're going to play 2 hits on the top, 2 hits on the bottom, 2 hits on the top again, and then 3 hits on the bottom. Okay? For those of you who didn't remember. So here we go. Play along with me. Un, dos, un, dos, tres, cuatro. Nice and ear. Okay, so that's a very simple part. As we go along, we'll be doing more different parts, but first you have to get down to basics. This is basic Agogo 101, okay? All right, so practice with the pseudo section, and let's move on. Here we go. Okay, so here's the part where you learn the calls, the shamada. Call, shamada. Shamada is the call. Shamada is the call to the band. So that comes from the instrument, tells the band what to do, when to go, when to stop, when to have solos, when not to have solos. All of those things are the calls that come off, or the shamadas that come off of the ripanik or the hipike, which is the lead drum, and that's the drum that I play. So it's going to sound like this, okay? Your first call. We're going to play a little bit to get your timing together. Now remember, this is a timing instrument, just like the surdo. So all of the musicians, all the instruments, they all listen to the repique because the repique is telling everybody what to do. Okay? So here we go. So it's going to start out like this. Now you notice I'm letting the stick bounce a lot. A lot. The stick is bouncing a lot. Because that's what the repique do. Repique means actually repeating. Repeating over and over again. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm repeating the same part over and over again. So in all of the notes that I play, you're still going to hear the 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, This is where you train your ears to listen. Again. So that's what you're playing along with. That's the timing. That's what you're listening for. You're listening for the lead drum to give you the timing so that you can hear where you're supposed to be. Now, if you make a mistake, that's okay because that's how we learn. Mistakes mean that we're trying. And I would much rather you make mistakes than not try at all. Okay? Because you can do this. You can do this. Okay? So now I'm going to play the timing part on the repique and give you the first call. Now, the first call is the call that brings us in and takes us out. It starts us and stops us. So remember, if we're not playing and you hear the call, we do what? Start. That's right. And if we're already playing and you hear the call, we do what? Stop. Got it. That's exactly right. All right. And the stop and start will be either to end the song completely or to stop a certain section from playing while another section is having a solo. Okay. The agogos have a solo, or the tambourines have a solo, or the caixas have a solo. Okay, but we haven't gotten to the caixas yet. So right now we're dealing with the agago and the tambourine. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to give you the call in the time. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Now, you're supposed to hit the last 2 beats with me. Goes, and you're going to go with me. Now your turn. Now have you been playing? Because that's the correct response to the call that I'm giving you. All right? Again. Okay? All right. So that's the call and response. That's the chamada. The chamada is the call. All right? So when the lead drum gives you the chamada, that's how you respond. You come in, you stop completely, or you stop to let another section have their solo. Okay? So we're going to start like this. Oh, my fault. Okay, one more time. Okay, Shimada. Okay, now that's the beginning Shimada. That's the, let's say, beginning, the introductory Shimada, let's say the basic Shimada. The real Shimada goes like this. Yeah, I know it's different, right? Okay, but that's the real Shimada. That's the one that we're going to do when everybody knows their parts and everybody listens and everybody plays together. Then when I give you the call, that's when everybody will come in. So that's the one that you're going to be listening for once all the band comes together. Once we have the solo parts down, the first solo, segundo solo, tercero solo, we have caixa down, we have agogo, we have tamborim, we have shirkayo, which we haven't gotten to yet, and that's going to be on another video. So right now, this is just your basic video. So what I'm going to do at the end of this, when I finish this video, I'm just going to play a solo track for you to play all your parts to. To the bang? Okay. So let's go over the Shimada one last time, the basic Shimada that we're going to be playing here in the next coming months. To the bang? All right, practice. Hey, we're back. Okay, so here is the last track on this video. You're going to play all your parts to this. You're going to play your solo part, your caixa part, your tamborim part, your agogo part. All the parts you're going to play to this solo track. Okay? So I'm just going to play solo for about 3 or 4 minutes, and you're going to play your parts to this. Now, I hope that everybody will learn how to play all the different parts so that everybody knows how to play all the different instruments. In case somebody's sick or can't make a performance, you say, oh, Mr. Chuck, I know how to play agogo, I know how to play caixa, I know how to play tamborim. Good for you, all right? But I know some of you will only want to play just one instrument, and that's okay. So that's what this video is designed to do, to teach you how to play your instruments in the samba band. And hopefully in May and in June and maybe a little bit in April, maybe toward the end of April, we're going to start performing in front of the school. And so you're going to have to know your parts so that we play really, really well for the school and make your teachers and your parents proud. To the bang? Okay, here we go. Play along. Un, dos, un, dos, tres, cuatro. You're playing your agogo. You're playing your agogo. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. If you play your caixa, not to be distracted. You can even close your eyes if you want to, like me. And I'm just listening to the sound that the surdo makes, how even my strokes are. No crazy times, very simple time. I'm going to play a little bit longer, a few more seconds. Hopefully, you will look at this video at least a couple of times a week before class so that you're ready for class when class comes. You should have your wooden block out in front of you with your mallet or your stick. Practice it along with me, along with this track. Again, I'll go. Tambourine, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, da 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 da. Very good. Caution. Or if you want to play clave, you can play clave too. Da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Very good. Couple more times. Ba 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 da da. Very good. All right. Practice, 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 and we'll see you on next week for class. All right. Ciao.